Hello,
Hi, everybody.
we are back.
Welcome back to Bottom of the Hole.
So for today, we have Lily. Would you like to go first?
Sorry, yes. Welcome back to Bottom of the Hole. Just a little brief on our show if you haven't been here before. We do internet deep dives. Today we have a oddly fan fiction theme going on.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of fan works. Starting with this work I found that began in like 1987 and to my understanding is ongoing. It's called Empath, the Luckiest Smurf. So it's a Smurf fan fiction written by Vic George, who's this, I'll go ahead and say it, very conservative Christian who wanted a Christian imagining of the Smurfs, sort of.
My first question is,
Yeah.
Did he want his name out there?
Yeah, that's his name. You can look him up and there's photos of him and he looks exactly how you think he's gonna look for a guy who's writing Smurf fan fiction.
And he very much wanted his name associated with this.
Yes.
Very cool.
Dude, everywhere you look, it's Vic George. He's very, don't worry, I'm not like doxing this guy right now. He's been at this for many, many years and is very, very interested in it. So I have a couple Wikipedia articles here about the novel, which is 20 chapters, and this series, which, to my understanding, I couldn't find any actual episodes. I can find, like, comic strips from it, but the series has, like...
Wait, like a visual series?
Yes. Like, the series Wikipedia has, like, episode breakdowns.
Like, sorry.
Are you messing with...
I'm trying to get the audio. All right. I think that's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
No, whatever. Just interrupt me. It's fine. So, yeah, the series has, like, episode breakdowns. Full disclosure, I'll just go out and say it. I read all 20 chapters of this fanfiction last night.
Yeah.
Worst thing I've ever done. I'm actually really upset. I got halfway through and I was like, why am I doing this for this fucking show? Like, why am I doing this for this goddamn radio show?
At some point, you're not even doing it for the show anymore. At some point, you are doing it for yourself.
Oh, no. I needed to know. I needed to go at this with an expert.
Whether it's morbid curiosity or you're just doing it.
I read so much about Smurf reproduction that I really...
Yeah, we can get into that more later.
Yeah, and we will get into that. Trust, I will pull up the reproduction wiki. But I'm going to give the audience... I'm not going to give a full rundown on this series, and I don't think we ever will do a little beat-by-beat plot point here because it is not worth it. But I'm going to tell you a little about our main character, Empath, and a little about the important beats of the story before Brady and I really get into the Wikipedia here. So, Empath as a character... he's the luckiest Smurf, is his title, and they call him that really with no explanation for most of the book. They just keep saying Empath, the luckiest Smurf, and then at the end there's this whole, like, thing where it's like, this is why he's the luckiest Smurf, and it's dumb as hell. So, Empath as a Smurf, I want to read you the character introduction of our main character. His body was rounded like a pear, yet it showed the slight presence of muscles even in his unassuming arms and legs. His face was oval-shaped with big ears and a big nose, but through the comical look of his face could be seen an actual serious expression of sadness.
An actual serious, legit expression of sadness.
So Empath is jacked, and this comes up at multiple points in the story.
Hold up. I see slight presence of muscles.
No, but dude, like, he beats everybody up. He's constant. There's a chapter of this book where he just beats every other Smurf in an arm wrestling competition.
Maybe he's just like, he's a sleeper.
He beats up the human.
He doesn't look strong.
But he's very strong.
He's very strong.
Jacked might not be the right word. You're right. But he at one point beats up the human man Gargamel, like himself. So he's very strong. He has a star on his forehead, and that's important later in the story. I'm not even going to explain to you why. I don't care.
Steven Universe is copying.
Steven Universe is copying. But it's important to me that you know that they refer to this expression of sadness a lot. Empath is kind of brooding. Like, at one point...
He's like the Batman of Smurf.
Like, genuinely, at one point in this story, he kind of goes crazy and tries to kill himself and his little brother. Like, he's...
Whoa.
There's a darkness within him that is present from the beginning. And here's why there is this darkness. So, Empath is actually has supernatural powers. He has ESP, which in this story is extra smurfery perception, because it's important to me that you know that they include the word Smurf in every sentence.
I feel like that's something the actual
Smurf does this, yes.
So I'm kind of glad to see that at least continue.
But it's tough to have such a brooding character who's saying shit about Smurf all the time. Like, it really is. But he has ESP, so he has mind powers, and because of this, he was sent to live with a race of people that aren't Smurfs, called the Psyches. So he's living with the Psyches, and every 10 years he's allowed back in Smurf Village for his birthday. Important to me that you know the description of the Psyches as well. They're described as looking just like Smurfs, but with Caucasian skin and hair. Yes, that is specified. It is specified that they look like Smurfs, but with Caucasian coloring.
So...
Yeah, no, ask away.
Are the white Smurfs also, like, ESP? Do they also have these powers? Or is he just living with them because, like...
That's a good question, because I fucking forget. Because they are in one chapter and, like, pretty much never come back. I don't think they do. I think it's just him. Because they have a description of them all cutting down trees, but he's doing it with his cool mind powers. And they're all using axes.
So are the white Smurfs, like, a lower class of Smurf society?
No, they're like they live higher up on the hill... And they run a lot more like a monarchy than the Smurfs do. Like, he's banished by Smurf leader at one point, like a Psyche leader at one point. Dude, like, the plot of this is fuzzy. Like, genuinely. It is also written terribly. I will, once we get into it, read you the opening line because it's awful. It's one of the worst establishing lines of anything.
What is not fuzzy? Is everything fuzzy?
Like, what's not fuzzy is the shit about, like, reproduction.
Oh my god.
Like,
that's what he locks in on.
I fully won't lie to you here. But I think it's also fuzzy because I just didn't give a shit.
Well, I can't imagine anybody does.
Yeah. You have to understand, English major whose job it is to dissect couldn't dissect.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm so intrigued by the interaction between the white Smurfs and the Smurfs.
No, so the Smurfs... Yeah, that's a really good question. They really don't super get into it. Papa Smurf... Okay, so, spoiler alert. Empath is Papa Smurf's son.
Aren't they all?
Yeah,
they all call him Papa Smurf.
Yes,
it's either like a cult or just a family.
Them.
Yeah.
He created them. Empath is his biological son by having sex with a Smurf woman. Which, okay, and your next question is, but there aren't any Smurf women. You're on the right track. Let me get into the important story beats.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, you're good. So, what you need to know about this is, of course, it's a romance between Empath and Smurfette. Of course, Smurfette is... The first chapter is Smurfette just hearing that Empath is coming back to the village for his birthday, and immediately being like, who is this sexy, strong, smart, magical man who's coming back? She's immediately in love with him, and, like, he really wants nothing to do with her for a while. Not really, but, like, he just doesn't seem to care.
Because he's like the Batman of Smurfs.
Yeah, so...
Duty calls.
So it opens with him, it's another 10 years, he's 150 now. The Smurfs age differently. Don't worry, he's like a young man.
Okay.
Smurfs can start reproducing at 100. That's what they say in this.
That's...
Okay,
there's a cutoff.
There's a cutoff, so they can start at 100. So he's coming back to the village, but this time he's actually banished by the Psyche leader for reasons that are unclear. Just because he's like, I hate you, now go live with the Smurfs forever. And for some reason, the reason Papa Smurf sent him away, which I also forget, is... Oh, wait, nope, now I remember. Sorry, we'll get to it. He's suddenly cool with him being back. So, like, I guess he's just back now. So, he discovers he's Papa Smurf's son, who Papa Smurf had with a woman who then died from the plague. So, it's important that you know that there are girl Smurfs, but... they're almost all dead because they died from the plague. So it's mainly boy Smurfs, but there are girl Smurfs. So because there's limited girl Smurfs, it's really like all of the boy Smurfs are trying to get a girl Smurf. There cannot be any gay Smurfs in Vic George's world. There are girl Smurfs, they reproduce. Smurfs also have one true love in this story. And after kissing once on the lips, you have to marry that Smurf. So like... It's very much, it's very Christian in its messaging.
I'm like, well, like...
religious in its messaging.
No, yeah. If you have one true love, let's say you, like, fall and trip in the Smurf shower, the schmower.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I don't know why I even specified the shower. Let's say you fall and trip outside, and you just, like, accidentally fall into somebody and, like, kiss them.
See, these are the plot holes in Vic George's world.
Or, like, if your grandma Smurf gives you a kiss, like, do you have to marry your grandma now?
It's, like, on the lips. Like, it's it's like with intention. Oh. And, there's a huge plot point of these other Smurf boys trying to marry Smurfette throughout the whole story. And, actually, as I learned reading the wiki, which I'm gonna just share now, there was an erased plot line, so this isn't in the actual novel. It was a cut scene in which Smurfette was assaulted by a male Smurf, and that just exists in the story. So, they have one true love. So the story basically ends. It's Empath just on this journey of self-discovery, realizing he's Papa Smurf's son, realizing he was sent away because of this plague, and Papa Smurf was, like, protecting his son. He comes back and he has a brother. He leads a war against Gargamel and wins, kisses Smurfette, and they get married in the epilogue. So it all wraps up nice and neat. Now, I want to get into the wikis, because I really want you to start playing around with this. I'm an adult. Come on. Sorry, I'm answering wiki questions. So we won't go through the summary, because I basically just did that, but it's long, because this is long as hell. And we'll get down right here to the notes. So yeah, the story started in 1986. Developed from a story originally called The Luckiest Smurf, which was written in 1984. So this has been going on for a really long time, because on the series wiki, it also says it's ongoing. But I don't believe that. I don't know. It could be. Again, we can get to the episode wiki later. It is based, or at least the cover art for it, is on the Jesus Christ Superstar concept art album, cementing this religious allegory. That Empath Smurf is kind of Christ.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of Christ in this story. It's kind of nuts. It was written to be a standalone novel. And here's one of the original ideas for the story was to have Hefty try to sexually assault Smurfette because she turned him down for Empath.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Sorry, that last sentence of that bullet point. It goes, this idea has been scrapped due to the author thinking it would make Hefty too unlikable as a character.
Well, yes.
We want him to be likable?
Well, yes. Well, yeah, he's basically just after her the whole time. So it's not like he's not likable, but he's not evil. And I think what it's saying there is that he was worried that it would make Hefty, too evil.
Yeah.
But, like...
It would.
It would.
That's not... You don't have to be worried about that. You can just say, like, yeah, no, that'll make that Smurf evil.
Oh my god, there is art that unfortunately I won't get into because this is a radio program and you can't see what I'm talking about. But I need you all to know that the art for this series is, like, the most, like... Oh god, how do I even say this? It is so clear that Vic George sees himself in place of Empath.
Yeah.
It is very clear this is a self-insert.
And some of the because, like, I understand that to a degree.
Oh, for sure.
Like, because I was putting some pieces together, I was like, okay, so what's his name again?
Empath or Vic George?
Vic George.
Yes.
So Vic George is a guy.
Yeah.
He has daddy issues.
Yes.
100%. He is depressed.
Yes.
He really, really wants, he's...
Yeah.
He has that desire to be the chosen special one.
Yeah, and I honestly think not only does he want a woman in his life, but I think he genuinely has a thing for Smurfette.
No, yeah.
Because he could have made another Smurf girl. He made Smurf girls a thing and still chose the only Smurf girl that exists in canon.
Well, I think... I'll even go a step further.
And he talks about how beautiful she is all the time.
I think if he didn't want to fuck Smurfette, he would just write in a different thing. Like, he just wouldn't use the Smurfs.
Oh, yeah. I think he just really wants Smurfette. Oh, this is important. Vic George highlighted who his ideal animation style and cast would be. And he wants Fred Armisen to play Brainy, who is Empath's little brother.
Yeah, I was going to go back to that, actually.
He wanted legendary Broadway actor Alan Cumming to play Duncan McSmurf, who is such a minor character, I don't even remember who that is. It is, like, it's kind of a crazy list, because Jensen Ackles is handy. Like, it's...
So, I got a question.
Oh, yes, ask away.
Does Vic George have a sibling? Does he have a little brother?
I don't know.
Can
I
we
want
look that up really
let's
quickly?
look more into Vic George.
Because, I'm sorry, imagine you're Vic George's younger brother. You're, like, adjusted. Like, you're well-adjusted. Your brother writes a Smurf,
oh my god,
like,
I
fan
misspelled
fiction.
every fucking word. Sorry.
Your brother writes a Smurf fan fiction, and you're just like, you know what? Different strokes for different folks. We'll let him have his thing. And then you hear that there's
and
a
then in one chapter he tries
yeah.
to drop you into a pit of lava.
Yeah.
That's what happens. And then Papa Smurf saves them and jumps in himself and he survives it. It's confusing. So
Like,
I need to find
yeah, go to his
VicGeorge.net.
website. That
Will
might
that
be
work?
It.
Okay.
There's probably
because,
an about
again,
section.
I was trying to look for him and I really couldn't find him because there's so many episodes. Dude, I can't stop. Oh my god. No, that's
that
it.
The whole
There's nothing on him.
It's a one page.
See, I was trying to find stuff on him and I was only finding obituaries for other guys named Vic George. Like,
Can you just hold up?
Yeah, you go for it.
Yeah.
Cuz they're brother.
Figured I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, why not? It's tough. We could also go to the wiki and see if there's a link to a page about him.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah.
No, there's no link here.
Dumb he looks. Sorry, I'm looking at photos of Empath, the luckiest Smurf. He wears, this is important to me, he wears different clothes than the rest of the Smurfs. His clothes are black and they have white stars because he's edgy. And by the way, he's the luckiest Smurf at the end pretty much because he gets to marry and fuck Smurfette.
Hey,
that's what Papa Smurf says, but he's had this name since the beginning.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sassette Smurfling.
Yes! Okay, so that's a little girl Smurf.
Why are all the boys' names are just adjectives and all the girls' names are like words I can't pronounce?
Smurfette's mother is Lilithina Smurfette.
Lilithina, what's the other
It's
one?
also fucked up that every girl Smurf has the last name Smurfette, but Smurfette's name is just Smurfette.
Well, there's Smurfling. Sassette is Sassette.
Smurfling means child. So if they're a Smurfling, they're a child.
How do you pronounce that one, do you think? Psycholina? Go up one. Go up.
Oh, yeah, that would be...
Psycholiana?
Psycholiana Smurfette. Yeah, there's tons of crazy shit.
Every boy Smurf character has a 2-syllable name, and every girl Smurf character has at least 5 syllables.
Oh, yeah. He really...
Oh, I really like Wild Smurf.
Wild Smurf.
Wild Smurf.
Okay, I really do want to go to...
Yes, sorry.
No, you're fine. I already have this open, don't I? I want to go to the reproduction page.
Yeah.
Because I just want you to get a look at this. So, it also gives you the definition for just what reproduction is. What happened? Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, you're good.
So... it also just tells you what reproduction is, and it has this little tagline at the beginning of the page that says, this exists in the real world as well, because they know that children are going to be visiting the Smurfs wiki.
Dude, imagine learning the birds and the bees from the Smurfs fan and wiki.
Fan and wiki. So there's mainstream Smurfs, but Empath gets its own section in Smurf reproduction. So... there are a 2-gendered race in this story, of course, with both genders having reproductive organs similar to that of humans. A young adult Smurf of 100 years of age is considered physically developed and capable of reproducing, although societal norms suggest that a Smurf must be at least 150, which is the age he turns in the novel, to marry and have children. Their belief system is that only Mother Nature has the power to allow conception to happen at her discretion during any act of sexual intercourse, which means they can just have sex also and not like that kind of just erases, you know what I mean? Some Christian fears about premarital. So Tapper, I didn't get into this. Tapper, a character in the novel, is canonically a Christian. Like he says those words.
Okay.
So Tapper is a Christian more of a Christian than a follower of the Smurfs' belief system, and he claims that the Almighty has the divine right and power to allow conception for all creatures capable of physical reproduction.
So he basically is just like, no, I think it has a different name. Like, that's the same exact rules as the Mother Nature thing.
Yes.
He just thinks it's the Almighty.
So
instead.
I actually just got a text from one Kylie Moore, who was the one who gave me this idea, who just requested that we look into Tapper as a character. Yeah. So, Tapper is a Smurf...
Whoa, look at his real name.
Now man Christor Tapper Smurf.
That has, like,
later
3
Pastor
accents.
Nevin. Yeah, so... May the luck of the Smurfish be with you. He's like the Christian Smurf. He's also a bartender and barista.
His sexuality, heterosexual.
I don't think there's any gay ones.
I was about to say, it was established earlier that was the only sexuality.
And it describes him as presently single, devoted mostly to the Almighty, later married.
Wait, so it's not presently then?
Yeah, I guess.
It means it's being presently
I don't know,
married,
I glossed over this
single.
guy a lot. It also has a section of translations of his names in other languages.
How much of a hold does Empath have on the Smurfs fanon?
Like a lot.
Sphere.
Like surprisingly a lot.
Yeah.
There's like every Smurf wiki you can go on has a link to something about Empath. Like it's pretty big. It's wow, I don't even know.
Oh, okay. So Tapper
is a nickname.
Is a nickname because he's a bartender. I see.
Yeah, so Tapper is adopted by Papa Smurf.
The nickname My Little Tapper. The nickname My Little Tapper is a rough one.
Yeah, so his Smurfette counterpart, so his wife is named Siobhan. A normal woman's name. Again, he's also the only male Smurf with like a fucking name. Like I actually can't do it. Tapper lived for a total... Okay, so he has a canonical death, too, for a total of 781 years. And he passed away on Christmas.
Wait, buried along with his fellow Smurfs. What does that mean? Did they all die at once?
No, I guess just in the graveyard. But it also says his daughter Fiona sang Hallelujah in honor of her father during the funeral.
Well, that's beautiful.
Crazy that there's this much lore for this character who didn't even feel that fucking important in the story. Which again, I skimmed this. I should say I skimmed it. I was really only focused on Empath as a character. He has no fear.
Hold up, I really like the caption of that picture.
Yeah. Tapper bravely faces being under Azrael's paw while taking care of him.
He doesn't look very brave in that picture. He looks pretty freaked.
It's also important that Tapper is not afraid of death. They just straight up say that. He's just not. Unlike other Smurfs who are terrified of death, Tapper's not. But yeah, Empath is his closest friend. Okay, Smurfette he's also in love with, it says here. Although he has experienced the Smurfette dream, Tapper's thoughts of Smurfette remain pure. Does that imply that he had, like, a sex dream about Smurfette?
The fact that it starts with the Smurfette dream. It's a rite of
passage.
passage.
Every male Smurf has the Smurfette dream. Which, again, I need to say, why doesn't Smurfette, if all girl Smurfs have this surname Smurfette, why is she just Smurfette?
She's the one.
She's the one. And she's not even a real Smurf. Because even in this, she was created by Gargamel and sent in as a spy and turned into a Smurf. And they just didn't give her a name.
They just called her woman.
They're just calling her woman.
Imagine if an alien came to our planet pretending to be a human, and we found them out, and we were like, oh, we caught you, but you've been so nice to us, so you can be a human. We're gonna call you girl.
We're gonna call you girl. It's also so important to me. Tapper is a vocalist in the Barber Smurf Quartet, and he converted all of his fellow vocalists to Christianity. Hilarious to me that there is a Smurf religion and also Christianity. It's important that you know that Christianity is the right one. I saw in a lot of things that Tapper, as much as Empath feels like Vic George's self-insert, Tapper is the one that he says is his, self-insert.
It's the two sides of Vic George.
The one who's spreading the gospel. Okay.
Who Vic George says he wants to be and who Vic George really wants to be.
Oh, yes. It also, What?
alternate histories.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't realize there was alternate realities. I'm just...
Empath goes wild.
Tapper meets the Smurf. This is an alternate reality, I guess. In an alternate history, Tapper meets the Smurf who would have been Empath, who is instead called Wild, for he has been raised in the forest for 150 years instead of Psychalia.
So instead of the White Smurfs.
The White Smurf place. There's also...
So that's Wild Smurf.
That's Wild's... Yes, that's... Yeah. Okay. The possible voice actor for him is Carl Hanover, who's from the BioShock series.
I really want to know what this guy consumes in terms of media.
Yeah. I love that he chose voice actors for all of his Smurf OCs. There's also a great alternate reality here in which Hefty, remember the one who was going to assault Smurfette?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Another possible voice actor for him, you didn't scroll down far enough.
I didn't.
Jack Gleason, who is Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
Oh my god, that's hilarious because these could not be more polar opposite characters.
Exactly.
Holy shit. What do you mean? If Joffrey Baratheon from Game of Thrones was to voice one of the Smurfs, I would want it to be Empath. Because Empath is kind of like a dick, I think at least. He kind of just seems like the worst. Or his singing voice would be that of Christian worship leader Robin Mark. Yeah. Okay, we've really fallen into the Tapper Smurf. Anything else you want to see about Tapper?
I mean, Papa Smurf and Mama Smurfette.
This is also an alternate history.
In one history...
Oh!
Yeah, sorry, you got this.
No, sorry, you go. I just got shocked by what it is.
In one history, he sided with Empath Smurf in the rebellion against Papa Smurf when he married Smurfette and produced a daughter through her.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
I really like how the inciting point of any event, it seems, is just Smurfette.
It's somebody wanting to have sex with Smurfette. Vic George, that's all he could think of in point of conflict is, what if someone else wanted Smurfette?
Tapper eventually became so upset with her decision in that timeline that he broke a picture of Smurfette that he had hanging in his tavern. Which seems like such a small,
This would make sense to me, this, plotline of every male Smurf wants Smurfette, if Smurfette was the only Smurfette. But there's other woman Smurfs. There's others.
Yeah.
So, they don't want them. They only want the one... they only want Smurfette, the one who is named woman. They only want her. Okay, should we get back to
I'm sorry. There's one more alternate history.
Yes. Hefty the luckiest
Smurf. And so any Smurf that gets with Smurfette is the luckiest Smurf.
Is the luckiest Smurf, yes. They become the luckiest Smurf if they fall in love and marry Smurfette.
So there is just an alternate history where...
Which... Again, going to the sacred text here.
Yes.
Which, by the way, there's a poem called Empath's Ballad. It's a song with lyrics that Vic George wrote that opens up the story. And you know what? Hell, I'll read the first verse.
Yeah.
You've got the good times, you've got the sunshine. I've got the bad times and rain. You've got the memories of how my life should be. Misery's what rules my days. I've got the blues before I even knew the blues I had yet to see. Of all the people living in this world, why does it have to be me? Of all the people living in this world, why does it have to be me?
Well, okay, I would like to point out, that's the first verse.
That's the first verse.
Should
we go to the end?
It says people.
It does say that.
It doesn't say Smurfs.
So this is Vic George's
I think
soul.
This is actually from the POV of Vic George.
Vic George. Yeah, the ending starts with, someday I will forgive, simply live and let live. For now I will never let go of how much I've hurt inside from your foolish pride and things I should never have known. And then there's the cost of my empathy. Yes, this is a song by him.
I think it's Vic George writing to Empath.
Oh, that's great.
I think that's my theory.
Oh, we can also read the writer's notes, but I did want to really quick go to the actual text and show you... What was I originally going to show? Oh,
just the first line.
I also wanted to show the end of when they say that he's the luckiest Smurf. Or no, they say it in chapter 1. They call him the luckiest Smurf. Yeah, Empath. Yeah, Empath is... Where does it say it?
It says Empath Yep, the luckiest Smurf who's ever smurfed in this lifetime.
So they are already, chapter 1, calling him the luckiest Smurf, and he hasn't even married Smurfette yet. But at the end, we hear that that's, like, what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, most interesting. Also, the first line here, it was morning on a day that happened many years ago, when a figure sat atop of a mountain, looking down upon a forest that stood for centuries untouched by human hands, a forest that was home to a group of beings he would call his family. All one line. Probably the worst establishing line I've ever read. It was morning on a day that happened many years ago.
Yeah. That's insane. I also
It's
really like
so
that there's a ... in the middle
Instead
of
of
the
just
sentence.
a period.
Yeah.
Instead of just a period and starting a new sentence, which would have made way more sense.
Really big fan of that, yeah.
Yeah, but I wanted to go to... Click here to read the writer's notes on the stories. The story took a total of 14 years to completely write. It took him from 1986 to the year 2000 to write Empath the Luckiest Smurf. And it feels like it was edited by nobody. It feels like he never even read over it.
So an important thing to note, this first bullet point seems to be a very high level, like, topic. Like, it's like, oh yeah, this is how long it took me to write this. And then at the very end of this point, he goes, also, it included a sequence where Greedy's kitchen catches on fire and Empath uses his powers to put it out. Which has nothing to do with the rest of the
Doesn't matter.
That just also happened during those 14 years, I guess.
He also made sure to pay attention to the actual timeline of the Smurfs, it seems, because Papa Smurf, age being 547, at the present time of the story is not a mistype, but rather a concession that 5 years have passed since the first known stories of the Smurfs. So, yes.
Wait, so it's conceding that, like, this does take place in the universe of the Smurfs, but obviously so much is different, so it doesn't really. So
it doesn't. That's true. I feel like he just wanted to rewrite the Smurfs, and then people would read this and be like, well, this is what the Smurfs mean. Oh god, Empath was originally drawn with having a red dot on his forehead instead of the yellow star that he currently bears. Good call, Vic. Good call in changing that.
I really like the point below that. Empath's powers originally did not include flying or super speed or anything related to Superman.
Just so you know, he's nothing like Superman. He's his own guy. Empath is better than...
This is what... It's like just random points that he felt the need to get out there.
Yeah, like he just needed you to know. Oh my god. Greedy's accidental invention of ice cream took place in the Smurflock Cafe.
I really think that that's in quotation marks, as if ice cream is something that was made up or hypothetical.
Okay.
Yeah, almost any of these points we could make a whole comment about.
Yeah. Originally, Hefty and Smurfette were supposed to date each other, but that went wrong somehow, driving Smurfette away from Hefty in order to seek out Empath. I kind of want to go to just Hefty's page after this.
Yeah.
And learn a little more about him.
Hefty insults Empath after he destroys the statue and rips up his clothes with a Smurfified...
Yeah, by the...
Biff Tannen. What?
No idea what that means. I also need you to know that Empath is naked in a lot of the story. There's a scene where he goes home and starts painting with his feet with all of his clothes off, and he does it because he realizes he's in love with Smurfette, and that's...
And you know, I did that too. We've been there. There was a time.
There's like a scene where he just walks outside with nothing but a robe on, and Smurfette sees him and is like, "Oh, Empath!" Like
the Smurfs sing a chorus from the Kiss song "I."
Oh yeah, they do. Empath's marriage to Smurfette in the epilogue takes place 10 years after the present time, and basically allows for any number of stories to be written about Empath in the interim. Okay. That makes sense. Give yourself some more room to create some more content, Vic. It seems like he never did write more. I mean, we got those episode breakdowns. What should we do? Should we go to episode breakdowns or should we go to Hefty?
I want to check out Hefty.
Yeah, let's see if he's linked in the side here. I can also just can look him up, but...
I mean, we can...
But that's Hefty the luckiest Smurf.
Well, his link will be in here. Yeah, there it is.
Yep, great. Okay, so yeah, Harold Jordan. Okay, wait, they all have, like, good Christian names, and then covers... He's also... He looks stronger than Empath. He has some muscle.
He looks like it, but he doesn't have it. Empath has that hidden muscle.
Empath has that hidden muscle. He has a faint, glimmering muscles beneath his weird pear-shaped body. So
You've got to... Hold up. Scroll up a little bit.
He's also described as a cis male.
Could you scroll up? The quote at the very beginning of this page is, "You gotta smurf yourself as a winner in this world, or you're not going to smurf any respect from me." I can see that smurf the second time replaces the word gain.
It might be time to...
But I don't know what smurf the first time replaces at all.
You gotta smurf yourself as a winner. Yeah, I have no idea what that means. Okay, we're over on time right now. It's 6:36. So should we switch over?
We can. I will say, I don't think mine has even loaded.
You don't?
It looks like it just gave up at some point. Yeah.
This site cannot be reached?
It just gave up. So...
Okay.
The thing that I wanted to talk about, and I don't... At this point... Okay, we'll just use the wiki.
We'll use the wiki. We don't need to open the actual thing.
So, what I wanted to do was go to a random chapter and just read it, because I think we would be the first ones to read it. Because this is the longest, by a lot of accounts, the longest piece of fiction.
Okay, well, what is it?
Ever written. It is a Loud House fan fiction.
Joy.
It is a self-insert of this guy, James Dean, 5842, in the Loud House. So...
Does he give himself an L name?
First off, no. He's JD in the story.
He's JD, okay. Important note to those who don't know the Loud House, it's a story about a family with a bunch of kids, and all of them have an L at the beginning of their name. But not JD. He's his own guy in this. Okay.
Okay, so... You'll see... Okay, first of all, I just want to establish the length.
Yes.
So, a small essay for school... Or an essay for school, probably about 5,000 words, right?
Yes.
The Bible, I forget how many...
The King James Bible is 700,500 words.
Yes.
About.
Yeah. Every single Harry Potter combined, I think, is about 11 million words.
God damn, really?
I might be overestimating that.
Yeah, Harry Potter full word count.
Yeah, okay, sorry. 1 million.
11 million.
It is 1 million. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
Every Harry Potter book put together has 1 million words. How many words, and don't guess too high.
Okay.
Or else it won't be funny.
Okay.
How many words do you think the Loud House Revamped has?
So if it's... okay, so if it's more... It's the longest work of fiction, so it's going to be more than the Harry Potter.
It is the longest continuous work of fiction, by many accounts. So this is all one thing. It's all meant to be read in one thing.
Yes. So that my question is just in relation to the Harry Potter, is it less or more?
It is more.
More. I'll give it 2 million.
So...
Or 1,500,000.
Previously, before the Loud House revamped.
Okay.
The generally recognized longest piece of fiction was a Super Smash Bros. Fan fiction.
That's insane.
Which was 4 million words.
Oh my god.
I am here to tell you that the Loud House revamped is 35 million words.
Oh my god.
35 million words.
I should have known it was going to be over 11.
2,328 chapters. There are 2,328 chapters, and by all accounts, it is normal for about the first 20.
Okay, it took many years between 2017 and 2024 to write.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, and I was going to save this for a gut punch later, but I'll say it now.
Okay.
He's working on a sequel. Duty calls.
Oh my god.
So this was, by all accounts, a normal Loud House fan fiction for about 20 chapters.
Yeah.
And then JD just basically starts bringing in characters from any other piece of fiction he wants to.
Okay.
And it just becomes giving him... Hold up.
Oh my god, I see the art for what James
Yes.
Dean looks like.
Um,
I see that. It anime boy. It's who he is.
Yes. He basically just starts giving himself a harem along with Lincoln from the Loud House and one other of the Loud House guys. So I really like that, like, he was like, well, I won't take everybody for myself in my fan fiction. I'll let my guys have some women as well.
Have their own harems.
Yes.
So wait, is he a member of the family? Or is he just in the story?
He becomes friends with Lincoln Loud.
Okay,
and his
so that
family.
makes sense why he's not, like LD instead of JD.
Mm-hmm. So originally it was just reimagined episodes with JD in there.
Okay, yeah, so it's just episodes where he... I need to point out that the side links...
Yes, I was going to get to that.
Yes.
So I'm going to read you each character in this link, and they will slowly get more and more deranged.
Yeah.
James Dean 5842, the author. James Dean Knudsen, that is the main character. Lainey Loud, original member of the Loud House.
Yes.
Varee Knudsen, who I assume is a sibling of James's, JD's probably.
Yeah.
George W. Bush. Joseph Stalin. Alfred. And it's just a picture of a butler.
Yeah, it's Alfred from Batman, right?
Riley Anderson from Inside Out.
Oh, great. We're scrolling past all the, Loud House members. We don't need to talk about them.
I'm scrolling past the Diamond of Gaia.
I don't even know what that is.
Glowing Waters of Coventina.
Yeah, what are these? So these are just some characters that appear.
So there are also characters from Woody Woodpecker, Ed, Edd and Eddy, Naruto, and more.
Yeah, that's nuts.
The fanfiction has become notorious for its length and word count, often referred to as the longest piece of English literature.
Do you think anyone's read the whole thing?
No. I'm almost certain of it.
Oh, God.
There are people who said they
He
have.
has. JD has.
Yeah, I think he might be the only one.
Okay, this is his description.
Yeah.
This is my own version of the Loud House where I moved to Royal Woods, Michigan. When I move to Michigan and meet the Loud Kids, the entirety of the universe will change forever. Get ready, evil. Justice has many brand new faces. The universe now has a bunch of new champions. Self-insert OC story. Crossovers with other shows later on. Mixed genres, multi-crossover harem later on.
As in, 20 chapters in.
Yeah. When he starts a... when he starts his harem.
Following the conclusion of the original series, a sequel titled Loud House Revamped 2 Embodiment began publication on August 23rd, continuing the expansive narrative.
August 23rd, 2024. So it's had some time. It's had over a year now.
Yeah.
How much of it do we think there is?
I think it is... People say that it's lost media. So I don't know if anybody actually knows about it. But I want to get into this.
Oh my god!
Let's get into James Dean Knudsen, simply known as James or JD.
There's no way I can explain that. In the art, he's holding a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And it's kind of drawn anime-y, but also MS Paint-y. And I feel like that gives you a pretty good idea of what we're looking at. It looks kind of like Sonichu-y.
Yes, it looks like it's traced, and then he drew a face on there himself.
If you're familiar with, Chris Chan's work...
Yes.
Looks pretty familiar to that.
Yes. And he's wearing all black with a big orange trench coat, and then one of his pant legs is red, but only half of it.
So he plays a pivotal role in protecting the multiverse.
Oh my god. He's kind-hearted, heroic, and resourceful. Oh, I need him and Empath to battle to the death.
He is described as a tall, fit, handsome young man.
Oh, that's nuts. He has advanced outfits tailored for interdimensional missions.
Hold up. His species is Angel.
He's 15 also. No, Varee is not his sister, that's his fiance. Varee Knudsen is his fiance.
His fiance that he has as a 15-year-old high school student.
As a 15-year-old high school angel.
He's part of Team Loud Phoenix Storm. He is alive. His species is an angel, which might be a spoiler. I'm sorry if you were planning to read this.
That's probably a reveal later on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Yeah, so wait, Alfred is his butler. like Batman's butler, but
Yes.
he has Alfred. Alfred is his butler.
Hey, I have a theory. I think this entire wiki was made by James Dean 5842.
Yeah.
Because it is all...
I would believe that. I don't think anyone's read enough of it to...
Yeah, lines like this is really good. Being her fiancé, JD is very affectionate and romantic towards her, regularly showing her signs of affection, like kissing her. However, the marriage won't be official until both of them reach their 20s.
Holy shit. Holy shit, why weren't we them for Halloween?
Alfred is the butler of JD and is ready to help him anytime.
I also want to point out Flip. JD hates Flip due to him being selfish and a cheapskate. JD reports him to the Michigan Better Business... JD reports him to the Michigan Better Business Bureau.
So in addition to this being a crossover with Naruto and George Bush and all of those, the Michigan Better Bureau has been...
good try.
The MBBB
The MBBB
also makes an appearance.
He reports him to the Michigan Better Business Bureau. Oh, that's great. He has a lightsaber. He has angel powers. He can fly. He has hydrokinesis, healing, telepathy, mermaid sense, speed of lightning, force of lightning, pyrokinesis, transformation, and the Force, and Jedi powers.
And so I'm just going to mention, it says the exact chapter when each of these things are revealed. These are all in the first 15 chapters.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
So
wait, and people say it's normal until chapter 20?
Yeah. It's more normal. I think
So what else can happen?
Well, let's see what George Bush is doing here.
This is just for... Oh, he... Yeah, so he encounters Lynn Loud Sr. and a pregnant Rita Loud.
He offered to send them to the hospital.
Lincoln Loud is born in the president's limo.
He made sure the
Wait,
Loud...
I think that's just true lore. I think that's real lore. Because it doesn't cite the fan fiction. Oh, no. It does.
Yeah.
It does. That's from it. That's from Revamped. Sorry.
I like how it starts off just like a regular description of George Bush. George Walker Bush, born July 6, 1946, is an American politician and businessman who served as the 43rd President of the United States from 2001 to 2009. A member of the Bush family and the Republican Party, he was the 46th governor of Texas from 1995 to 2000. He is a minor character in the Loud House Revamped.
Possibly his most notable credit.
So the most important things about George W. He was the president of the U.S., he was the governor of Texas, and he was a minor character in the Loud House Revamped.
This is his addition to the Loud House Revamped is when they hit the third tower.
Now we need to see Joseph Stalin.
Yeah, we gotta see what Stalin's doing in here.
Joseph Stalin is a main character
Oh no!
in the Loud House Revamped. He likes to play Sonic Forces on his modded Wii U. He isn't a villain. He is just Stallin until the time comes.
Until
Get
the
it?
time comes.
Stalling, but Stalin.
Holy shit. Oh my god, JD absolutely wrote these wikis.
He also likes Metal Gear Solid, only because he listens to Invisible by Duran Duran.
But he doesn't like the man who sold the world.
He likes blueberry lollipops and cherry colas on a Wednesday afternoon. His favorite movie is the SpongeBob movie, and sometimes Sponge Out of Water. His favorite song is Creep by Radiohead. Stalin is best friends like Lincoln Loud and Clyde McBride. They like to go to Walmart on Mondays and do trolling in the toy aisles. Last incidents knocked a ceiling tile out. Joseph likes apples.
Me too, Joseph. Oh, and that is just so grand.
So, that's my big three.
Okay, can I look at...
Can I see Riley Anderson?
Oh yeah, where was that?
From
Inside Out. Yeah.
She's also a member of Team Loud Phoenix Storm.
Oh my
as
god,
seen
what?
in Chapter 1?
Can we just go to Team Loud
Yes.
Phoenix Storm, please?
I want to see who else is on the team.
Team Loud Phoenix Storm are the ultimate protectors of the universe. Again, this is Chapter 1, so no way it was normal until Chapter 20. They fight off aliens and other bag guys. Holy shit. Attacking Earth mentioned. Yeah, so all of the Loud siblings are in it. All of JD's family is in it. Zoe Weatherly, who doesn't even have a linked page. Nicole.
And then also...
Just Nicole.
Also Riley Anderson from Inside Out.
And also Riley Anderson, and that's it. So
Riley, I want to see what else is up with Riley Anderson.
yeah, go back to Riley. Sorry, I just needed to see what Team Loud Phoenix Storm was. So so she's the 2015 Inside Out Riley Anderson, not the new Inside Out movie Riley Anderson. Wow. Sorry, she's 11. Yeah, she's 11.
There's not a lot of details.
They include her weight on this Wikipedia, meaning the weight is said in the story.
Not a lot of details on Riley Anderson, besides the fact that her eyes are cornflower blue.
Oh, yeah, and she's a human, and she's female, and she weighs 40 kilograms.
All right, I think it's time to take a look at
Vareen
Nelson.
his fiance,
who will not be married until
oh my god, who basically looks like a Sailor Moon version of Hatsune Miku for those.
She's a mermaid original character who was destined to meet JD and become his wife. She is based... Wait, hold up. It says it's an original character, but she's based on Varee Fennell from the Vision of Escaflowne?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. No, yeah, she's based, but she's still original.
I also really like this. Varee is a calm and collected individual who rarely overreacts.
Oh my god, just like...
subscribing to dark male psychology, I see.
Subscribing to dark male psychology from last episode, women should not overreact. They should never rise to a man's anger.
Yes.
Exactly.
However, she is shown to be very romantic towards James Dean Knudsen, her fiance, regularly kissing and showing affection to him. I really like how it makes special note to say that they kiss.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Every single time that she is mentioned.
So, he also has a harem, though. So, she shows up in Chapter 7. She's his fiance, but... post chapter 20, he also has a harem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
I don't know how I feel about that. They won't get married until they're 20. Yes. Oh my god. So, Varee mentors... Lily Loud is the baby in the Loud House family, I think. Varee mentors Lily on hydrokinesis after Lily gets exposed to the glowing water of Coventina. So that's where that is from earlier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has mermaid powers... cosmic hydrokinesis.
Smelly water blast.
She blasts water that smells like rotten fish. Oh joy. She can fly. Don't say what I know you want to say right now.
All right, I feel like we need to go to the page for the author himself, James Dean 5842. Which has a picture of him, like a real-life picture of him.
Oh my god.
He is, quick math, 38 years old.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I thought this guy was going to be in, like, his 20s.
I was hoping he would be a teenager.
Well, I thought this was, like, a joke.
Yeah.
And it's looking more and more like this kind of isn't a joke based on the photo of him in his age. It's looking like this is something he's actually very, very interested in doing. Which actually makes sense, because I feel like if you're just doing a bit, you don't write, 35 million words?
Yeah. One of my favorite things, one of the sections here says writing philosophy. Again, we're pretty sure that JD himself is just writing all this, right? He says, James emphasizes that his writing is driven by fun and a desire to share his knowledge of various shows. He states he is not motivated by fame, fortune, or glory, and was unaware of any records for any records for the longest story when he began his work.
When he hit 20 million, he had to know.
Yeah. He expresses regret if his story's length has caused jealousy, reiterating that his primary goal is to have fun.
Again, he totally wrote all of these articles. Everything is said. He maintains a firm stance against cruel operations, criticism, racial slurs, hateful comments, and any form of bullying. Mm-hmm. He has no tolerance for such behavior, which is reflected through how his self-insert acts. That's very nice.
I would like to check out Alfred.
Yes, the butler.
Alfred is a minor character.
Okay.
He's the trusted butler of JD's mansion.
Oh, grand. 15-year-old mansion.
The author emphasizes that he is not the Alfred from Batman.
Holy shit. Appearance. It is unknown how Alfred looks. For a story with this many words, you should at least say a hair color. I'm sorry, but...
I'm pretty sure...
Physical description is one of the first things you do.
Again, I'm pretty sure nobody has read this thing all the way through, if at all.
God, I wish we could load it and read something from the end, but there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way it's going to
load. I wanted to just do a random page, but unfortunately it's so big that
we could try to load just the first.
I'm trying to find something else. Okay, I want to find a less biased.
It's also important to those of you who are interested in fan fiction and who read it. It's posted to fanfiction.net. Interesting move. Really, really interesting move. I wasn't aware anyone still used that. AO3 is kind of the one you post to.
So somebody says that they have read it all. It took them 2 years and an estimated 2,000 hours. Their review of it is that it's a power fantasy from a mentally ill person that wants to spend time with fictional characters. Naruto shows up around chapter 100. The writing is horrible. I find myself using his writing style in my everyday life because I've reprogrammed my brain to read the Loud House revamped.
Oh my god, I kind of want to read all of it.
It's taking over him like the Green Goblin mask.
There's part of me that wants to make a YouTube video of me reading all of it. Could you describe the plot, the discernible plot? If I was in... It was as if hundreds of Power Fantasy stories were put into one. One consistent story was Canada Mutant Island, which is about zombies invading Canada, and the cast plus the author and Naruto go to Canada to stop it. I was about to fact check myself by going back and looking, but none of you are going to fact check me. Oh, this is good.
What was your favorite arc, most random character, funniest situation / line? It isn't a story. I don't think any of it made sense. I guess the Canada Mutant Island is the best one.
Okay, I feel like they just read the Canada Mutant Island.
I feel like that's very possible.
I feel like they just read that, and they skimmed everything else, or just kind of... Oh my god.
Yeah, because they're not giving a ton of...
Was there any part of the book you liked? The space part had some good ideas, but no, it was truly awful. Aww.
For like 1/4 of it, I had AI David Attenborough read it to me while I was working out in the gym.
Wait!
Maxing out to AI David Attenborough reading me the Loud House revamped.
I kind of want to do it. I know I'm going to give up. I couldn't even like fully commit to empath.
No.
Yeah, I was skimming empath. Oh my god. Really isn't a book. Okay, so it sounds like some other people are claiming that they've read it, or at least some or most of it. He has a DeviantArt page.
Oh, we're running out of time.
This is also a radio show and nobody else can see the art.
We're running out of time, but I do see it.
Oh my god. He's kind of blown up. Yeah, wait, go up to his description, like what he describes himself to be. My name is James D. Knudsen. I'm a huge fan of numerous works. If you want to see my fanfiction story, Loud House Revamped. Anyway, just so you know, I take a lot of pride into my submissions, and they're all for chapters in the Loud House Revamped. And I occasionally do requests from other users, but let me know No, he has a whole list of things he doesn't allow, and it's like racism, slurs, and you know what? I'm glad, because I feel like in a lot of...
that sounds good, but, like, everybody... It seems like he sees himself as a very righteous person,
yes.
But everybody else who reads his stuff is like, well, this is just, like, a very thinly veiled power fantasy.
Okay. But I'm... you know what? At least he's using it to condemn stuff. I mean, there's a lot of self-inserts that are just, like, Cartman from South Park. Because it's just, like, I can be edgy in this. It's fiction. And, like, it seems like he's not doing that. It's a power fantasy, of course. I don't like the harem. But when do I ever enjoy a harem plot?
The series has had a fan reenactment series of the chapters uploaded onto YouTube. Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe on a later date. We're running out of time here.
We are running out of time. We're kind of out of time.
We've had a great time today. Thank you all for listening. I got multiple texts during this episode from people, which is always a good sign. Tune in next week at 6, and we'll talk about something else. Of course.
It won't be fan fiction this time. That's the alarm.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.